Hey Dean, this is Rebecca Lane, your public speaking instructor, and I just wanted to give you some feedback on the speech here. So, one of the things that I'm gonna do first, we're gonna talk about your setup. Then I'm gonna play some of your video. I'll pause it throughout. We won't watch your whole video together, and I'll give you some comments based on what I think. All right. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is your setup. So, you're doing an okay job here. I like that you have framed yourself. Um, in a way that we can see your shoulders and up. But notice you're not sitting up straight. So really work to sit up as straight as possible. I love that you have gotten this dark background. Um, and I like that you're well lit. Nicely done. And you're easy to hear. So let's watch a little bit of your video.
My TED Talk evaluation, I've chosen Gabriel Barcid.
Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing is you're not looking at the camera. So ideally what you want to do is you want to look directly into that green dot at the very top of your screen. And you're not doing that. So it looks like you're reading your content. So what that does is that keeps you from connecting with us. It feels like you're reading to us as opposed to talking to us. Remember, the goal here in public speaking is to really feel like you're speaking to us. You're having a conversation with us.
In Colombo, capturing memories in video art.
Oh, you looked at us for a moment. It was so good. Do much more of that.
The name of the speaker in the video is artist Gabriel Barcia Colombo. And the main point of his speech is about interacting with art and technology. Not sure how he captured the audience's attention exactly, but he caught mine.
So you notice how your inflection, it sounds like you're reading. I'm not sure how he what did you say? I'm not sure how he's captured the artist. So and that inflection, it sounds like a reading inflection, you know what I mean? So, and not to say that the way I am speaking is perfect either. I know that my delivery, especially in these, is really choppy. So, understand that we're all working to get better together. But one of the things that you can do is try to find some inflections that actually feel like you would use them in a conversation. The way to do that is, you know how you practice telling a joke? So when you practice telling a joke, you look at the other person, and you know the words mostly, but the goal of telling a joke is to make that other person laugh, right? So you're looking at their face, you're watching how their expression changes, you're kind of in your brain, you're trying to figure out, am I saying the right words? You're listening to their face and how they're responding, and you're adjusting in time. And eventually, when you're telling that joke, and you know, you're watching them to make sure that they're following you, and eventually when you're telling that joke, you can tell whether or not that person follows you, you understand the path that you need to take. And so that's what you need to do while you're giving a speech. And so what you might need to do is have another person on the other side of the camera and actually talk to them. That's not unheard of. In fact, a lot of people do that. And that makes a huge difference. Or practice enough that you've figured out what you do. Sometimes it helps to videotape yourself talking to a person and then watching what you do in that. And your inflection, you've got a lot of vocal inflection, so I really love how you have a wide range of pitch. So that is working. You have an excellent wide range of pitch. So just make sure that the inflection that you choose sounds like inflection that would happen accidentally. I know it sounds ridiculous to tell you to make this practice speech sound accidental, but it's true. And that accidental, that spontaneous sound comes from watching the other person's face, adjusting. It's that process of attention to the other person, as opposed to the process of attention to you. Let me know if that makes sense, because I don't always, but that's how I see it in my brain. Let's watch a little bit more.
His display and how he captured his friends in bars, collected them. I also think he kept the audience's attention by showing various art pieces he's made over time with the same technology.
Oh, you looked at us. This is so good. Do much more of that.
When it comes down to the part of the Ten Commandments, I think he followed number 8 the best. That is, thou shalt remember all the while laughter is good. Now, from what I can see in comparison of my speaker and Sir Ken Robinson, is that Sir Ken seems to have more of a comedic some.
So you said thou shalt remember laughter is good, but you didn't give me a specific example of how he was using humor. So when you make claims, and this goes for any of your speeches, when you make a claim, you need to give me a specific example that helps me understand how that fleshes out. All right?
Than my speaker, who has more of an artistic side. Also, I found that Sir Kim would go off topic at times, but swing right back to where my speaker kept right on track. I give my speaker a
That's a nice thought about keeping on track. I would like to hear you talk more about their nonverbal delivery also.
3 on the dynamism, and I give that because I felt he knew all about technology in art, but he didn't really convey it to the audience. In conclusion, I feel that the video has taught me that the use of eye contact is imperative, and that keeping the planet in one spot.
All right, nice work. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of your presentations, Dean. Sorry this took too long to get to you, and let me know if you have questions. I'd be happy to help you work through this and talk to you. And I mean, it's my goal to make you a better speaker, so I'd like to do that. All right, have a great day. Bye.